Okay. All right. Looks like it should be live. Let's see on Facebook if I'm live. And I am actually going to see. Does that do it? There we go. We'll see if we have any comments come up. Let's see. All right. So let's see what's happening here today. Am I live on Facebook? I can't tell, guys. Make a comment, see if it appears. There we go. Yeah, we're live. All right. So let's get rid of that for just a second. So I've been watching best sports moments the last 10 minutes or so, and holy crap, like I just want to cry at everything that I see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen stuff like this, but it's just it's so inspiring. That's it, man. All right. Anyway, this is just me today, so I am gonna talk about whatever I want to. Let's see. So we were talking about ageism earlier. It was interesting. I posted an article about a lady in her 70s who she got into bodybuilding, and it showed the before and after, and I don't know, it's pretty amazing to see her transformation. And I had some comments that were interesting that were about age and about how there really are limits to how you can feel at a certain age and how you can grow and that kind of stuff. So I just want to talk about that really quickly. Look, there are so many people who are fat or thin who eat similar things and have similar lifestyle. There's no way to explain how one person is fat and one person is thin by how they eat. There's no way to explain it by their activity. You can go into it and try and figure it out, and you can find some similarities. You can, but mostly it's really about their belief in their own bodies, their expectations of their own bodies. And this kind of translates into a lot of different areas. So the reason I want to talk about this right now is, so I'm training for the Olympics right now. I'm very excited to get going with this stuff. The Olympics are what's fueling me every day, and I'm feeling really good. Which is again why I watched the sports moments earlier. It really was inspiring to me. But the thing is, all of this stuff has to do more with what's in here than what's on here. You've heard the term where physical beings having a or spiritual beings having a physical experience, not a physical being having a spiritual experience. And what I take that to mean really is the larger part of who I am is actually not this body, but it's an eternal being, something that's been around for a really long time. And that part of me that's connected with everything else is what really gives me the information that I need to do whatever it is that I want to do, whatever my desires are. So, but the thing is, a belief is simply a thought that you just keep thinking. That's just what it is. And it's the belief that creates everything that surrounds us. If you were to tell someone 100 years ago what we're doing today, they just wouldn't have understood, because it just wasn't in their expectations. And we kind of move along in this way where it's not exponential necessarily. It's kind of a step-by-step thing, because it's about our beliefs. It's what do you believe, and the next thing that you can believe is really the thing that you accomplish. And so, especially with age is really interesting. So they have the Methuselah Project, where they are actually treating aging as a disease, as a pathogen, and figuring out the different elements of aging and how that is a disease. And they're figuring things out. They're doing really well. They expect to double life expectancy through this project by the year 2030, and they're not far off. They're doing really well. And in fact, a lot of the medical science community is saying that yes, we're living longer, but it's actually increasing at a very quick rate right now. And the reason is because we're starting to understand that if we can reframe certain things, throughout history, aging has just been this thing where this is the way it goes. Everybody knows that when you get old, you get gray hair and your body stops to function normally and whatever. But now you're seeing people doing extraordinary things with their bodies into their 70s. Like, you just wouldn't have thought this was possible even 100 years ago, even maybe 50 years ago. I don't know. But these people in their 70s, and I've seen some in their 80s, who have incredible bodies, who are weightlifting and are doing incredible physical activities. There was a 110-year-old man who was still racing on his bike. I've seen 100-year-old centenarians, I think is what they're called, running marathons. And this is something that's becoming more and more normal. Why? Why is it more normal? And why are climbing the highest peaks in the world, why is that becoming more normal? Why are all these things that we can do, we never thought we could do, why are they becoming more normal now? And I'm telling you right now, it's about belief. So this applies to basically everywhere in our lives. There's kind of 3 steps into creating something that you want, into forming, realizing a desire. Basically, there is the asking, there is the allowing, there's the creation, and then there's the allowing. So you've heard ask it is given, or knock and you shall receive. So I believe this to be exactly true. Not just you'll receive if, but that in a very vibrational spiritual sense, you do, as soon as you ask, you receive. So if you can think of whatever it is that you want, and by the way, don't poo-poo this. This is not fluffy stuff. Vibration is what the universe is made out of, from subatomic particles to the universe itself. Everything is vibrating, and this is the basis of physics. If you have a desire, the first thing that happens really is something happens that we don't like or that we don't want, which then we can contrast with becoming more clear about what it is that we actually do want. So that first part is good, actually. It's not a bad thing. It clarifies what we actually want. So the next step is we are given whatever it is that we desire. And what that really means is, if you can think of something that you really desire right now, whether it's a good relationship, your health, more money, whatever it is that you want, a car, a house, I don't know, whatever it is, think about that for just a minute and kind of delve into the emotion of actually having it right now. So if you had that thing right now, what does that feel like? I can think of several things, and each of those things that I want actually kind of feel a little bit different. They feel, so let's talk about maybe a car. So you want this car, and let's talk about how fast it goes, and it feels exhilarating, it feels fun, and it feels free, and it feels like you have no limits. It feels like you can do whatever you want. Maybe it feels like it's kind of a status symbol, like people are looking at you like you're amazing. So all these emotions are kind of this vibration of having this thing. So in a vibrational way, you already have that thing, because the only reason you want anything at all is because you think you'll feel better in the having of it. That is life. Just checking to see if we have any comments. You already have it. The thing you actually want, the emotion behind it, you already have it. And that's the reason you want the thing anyway, whether it's your health or relationship or money or whatever it is. Now, that's not to say that's where it stops, because the third part is allowing that into a physical form. That's really the most, well, I don't know if it's necessarily the most fun part. It is fun along with the rest of it. And it has to happen when you are consistently feeling the alignment, the vibration of the thing that you want. And that's just because, again, we're spiritual or vibrational beings, and the core of who we are, when we're consistently feeling those emotions, it is created. We are inspired to move in that direction, and by moving in that direction, even in very small ways, it comes about. There are a lot of laws of physics, specifically quantum physics, that talk about how when two things are in similar vibration, that they are paired, basically. So you can't get out of it once you've created. And by the way, literally everything that you have desired in your life is being created right now by you. It has already been created vibrationally, but physically speaking, the universe is bringing it together. So that's the way it works. Creation. It's the first step is you have some contrast that allows you to get clear on a desire. Once you get clear on a desire, then vibrationally the universe creates it for you. So it's already done. That's not really your part. You don't have to do that. And the third part is you just allow it into the physical world. That's it. And let's get into allowing. Allowing is probably different than what most people think it is. Let's check in really quick, make sure we're still live. Oh gosh. This is only out to my friends. Well, let's see if I can go out to the public. I'm going to stop streaming and try this one more time and see if I can get it to the public.